for the most part, for your my student anyways, we've been doing this in class. If you're either not one of mine, or maybe you just need to double check notes, I'll give you guys a few seconds to go ahead and look through any of the notes in Tone Builder you need to. Look through any of the notes in Tone Builder you need to. Look up their fingerings as well. Hey Thomas, where's Brian?
I think he got on the bus.
Okay. And so focus on your feet here. Lily, Kyle, tell you what this is here. Olivia, here, very good. Missing Desiree. And Corbin. Do you know about Corbin?
Corbin's right there.
No, different Corbin. Blue Corbin. Okay. Is he coming at all? Like, is he just all right, here we go. Tone Builder. Number 20. Tone Builder. Here we go.
I need to get on it.
Slow. Focus on the notes. Focus on a good sound. Here we go. And 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and big breath. And go. Measures, all right? So we have two accidentals in these last two measures. Concert pitched instruments, flutes and low brass. We have an F sharp followed by a natural. And clarinets, we have a G sharp followed by F sharp. Remember, G sharp is the key on the side. F sharp is front key, not back. Trumpets, you guys have the same thing. G sharp 2 and 3 followed by F sharp, which is the second vowel. Let's see. And then I also want you to check your key signature, and I want you to notice that it is concert A naturals. So flutes, A natural, not A flat. Clarinets and trumpet, B natural, not B flat. So both pinkies, clarinets, and middle finger B for trumpets. Here we go. Let's try the last two measures. One more time, last two measures. Yes. You'll get a what? Do you know where it is?
Isn't it on that table?
Yes, it's on the table. Yep, go ahead. Here we go. Last two measures of Tone Builder. 1, and 2, and ready, and go. Alright, let's take a look at flexibility study really quick, 21. Now, woodwinds, I don't think we've played all the way through this one. I know brasses have. So if you're a woodwind player, which is flutes, clarinets, and saxophone, take this time to look up any notes you need to. Okay, clarinets, I will give you a helpful hint on measure 2, 4, and 6. The super duper high half note is the same fingering as the low half note. It's just with the register key. Remember, just like we did in class today, all you got to do is pop the register key down to the lower note fingering and you get the high one out. Okay, Olivia, where did that come off of? Did you see? I saw the thing come off the saxophone. Where you go? Oh. Just making sure that you have it covered. That could have been really bad. So for brass players, just a quick reminder, we all are on first valve or third position. Then on measures 3 and 4, we go to second valve or second position. And then for the last two measures, it is all no valves pressed or first position. Alright? Here we go. Let's try flexibility study. Nice and slow. Remember, brasses do not articulate in between every note. It's a lip exercise. Use your lips to change the notes. Here we go. 1 and 2. Really slow. 21. please get out all for one, one for all? All for one, one for all. Alright, so just to let you guys know why we're getting this out, this is my plan for rehearsal. We're going to start with all for one, one for all. We're going to spend most of our time on that today. We're going to go till about 4:05, which means we're going to spend about 30-ish minutes on this piece, 30, 40-ish. We're going to take a 10-minute break afterwards. Then we're going to look at battle songs for a good bit, and then maybe Irish tunes, like the last 10 minutes maybe, just for a little bit. I do, however, want to tell you all this, and I told my 8th graders this, and I'm going to put the same challenge in front of you. If we do not need all of our rehearsals, they're on all there's a music table in there, Carter, with all of the music on there. You can go look through for battle song, Irish tune, and the other one, just find a stack and look through for the flute one. If we do not need to rehearse, if you all are doing well enough that we don't need all of the practices that I have originally scheduled, then we will not use them, because we don't need to. So, depending on how rehearsal goes today, as well as how the rest of the week goes for myself and Miss Settler, whenever she feels better, which will hopefully be tomorrow, we may be doing one of two things. Now, I'm not going to promise you this is going to happen. This completely depends on how you guys do. We either might completely cancel a rehearsal. So either next week or the week after, I might completely just cancel, take it off the books, give you guys a week off. Or we might start doing something where I'll let you guys go 30 minutes early. And so we stop at 4:30 rather than 5. Okay? On my schedule right here, I have written to end at 4:40 if you all do well enough. 4:45 then. So if we do well enough today, I might let you all go 15 minutes early, and I'm going to use that as a gauge to see if we can handle ending early and still get a lot done. So this all depends on how we do as a group. Okay, how much work we get done. Alright, so let's just go ahead and dive right in. We are starting at the very beginning, measure 1. The very first rhythm that everyone in the entire band has, except for some percussion and also for low winds, tuba specifically, you have a syncopated rhythm. You technically would count this, for those of you who are my students, and whenever we did our counting exercises, you would count this with a number on the 8th note, and on the quarter note, and an and on the second 8th note. So 1 and 1. Or, the easier way to know how to play this is by the name. Syncopation, you play it, syncopation. Bum, 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 bum. That's how you play it, just like that. Yes, Carter? Were there no flute copies for Battle Song? Did you find the all for one, one for all stack? I think the all for one, one for all stack is on the edge of the piano. And then you can go into the Battle Song. Do you see how there's a big folder? You can go through that folder and find a flute one from that folder too. Alright, so if you would all please repeat after me. Syncopation. And go.
Syncopation.
Same actual words I say, please. Syncopation. And go.
Syncopation.
That's how you play measure 1. For if you have that rhythm. Bum, 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 bum. That's exactly how you play it. Yes, Jenna.
I just wanted to go ahead and ask before we get to it, how to play 43.
We're going to get there. Don't worry, we will get there. Alright. Really quickly, I want to see where my parts are at. So I have snare and bass being covered by Jenna and Braden. Percussion 2, who's on crash cymbals? Izzy. And I'm pretty sure that, what's his face? He's on triangle. Grady, yep, great. Alright, and then both of you are on mallets. Alright, I'm about to change that. You play mallets on another tune, right? Yeah, don't you play bells on another song? Do what? Alright, so you don't, so did either of you play bells multiple times? What do you play on Battle Song, Mason? Tambourine? That's probably what you play. What do you play on Battle Song, Olivia? You play bass drum. Alright, Kason, I'm going to put you on timpani. Did you find the all for one for all stack? Alright, so Kason, if you do me this favor, while I'm getting the wind started, I want you to go to the edge of the piano. You're going to find a stack of music that has all for one for all on it. You're going to look through it until you find one that says timpani in the top left corner. And then I want you to go stand over there behind the timpani when you're ready, and then I'll get you set up. Here we go, everyone, from the beginning. Syncopation, or bum 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 bum. That's how we all started. Here we go. 1, 2 from the top. 1 and 2 and ready and go. I want you all, with the pencils you should always have when working on sheet music and especially at rehearsal, I want you to, with your pencil, I want you all to find, measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, measure 8. Everyone who's a wind player or a mallet player on measure 8. Measure 8, we all have a 8th note that is tied over from the previous measure. I want you to put a line through that note if you haven't already, or I want you to write the word off. I want you to imagine that that note doesn't exist. You do not play a note there. Imagine it's a quarter note rest. So rather than playing that tied half note as tying it all the way over to the bar line, I do not want it to be there. So for example, 2 measures in front of that note, bum, 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 off, bum, 9. Right, so it gives you more time to prep for the pickup to measure 9. Okay? I want you to write the same thing if you will find measure 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, measure 16. Do the same thing on measure 16. There's the 8th note. There's the 8th note tied over. I want you to do the same thing. That's a pen, so make sure you don't write all janky, because it ain't going away. And then, can you guess what? Measure 24, the same thing happens again. So that's 3 different places you need to mark. 3 different places. You need it too. Alright? Can we practice that starting from the beginning? So basically all that means is I want you to imagine there's a quarter note rest there instead. So just cut it off early. I'm going to say off, and that's how you're going to know how to stop there. Here we go. If I say the word off, that doesn't mean stop. It just means that's where the rest is. Here we go. From the beginning. Let's go slightly faster. I think you guys can handle it. And 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and ready, and go. About 8 measures in front of 41. Yes. It's on the edge of the piano?
Yeah, you can look in there and find.
Did you move the stack of music, Carter?
What's the difference?
It's still on the piano? Yes, Damien?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you found it. Okay. Good. Alright. Now, learn the wonders of tuning timpanis. So one of the things about being in a band that is playing more difficult music is you have to wait for the timpanis to be tuned. So generally there's a low brass player. In this case I'm going to have Damon do it. He'll be very good at this point. Okay? And you see how on the top left it says two notes, F and B flat. So the F is the bottom note. The flat is that upper note. Okay, F is on this drum. B flat on this. So what you're going to do is you're going to ask Damon to play F. So Damon, if you go ahead and play it. Until it gets up to the right pitch, you have to use your ear, so that you hear how that lines up with this F. Okay, now can you play a B flat above that F for us, a high B flat? Oh, don't. Yes, not move that. Go ahead, again.